Yo, it's the boys with the heat coming at you live. Got Charles on the mic, spitting deep facts and taste that drive. Never forget him and his sexy shades, always in style. PR rolling in from the hot ass South. Chicago Bears fan with a smile. Better remember his name, he's the real deal, no doubt. And that guy's here too, making shit up, memes flying out his mouth. Never giving a fuck, always keeping it real, that's the vibe. Welcome to our sports podcast where we bring that hype. Boys with the heat, we're bringing the fire from the south to the north, lifting you higher, facts and fun, we got the game on lock. Tune in, turn up, we're never gonna stop. Bro's got the insights, bears pride in his veins. Charles with the wisdom, breaking down the games. And that guy's the wild card, memes and laughs galore. Together we ignite, keep you coming back for more. Gather round, even haters can't deny. We bring the truth and we ain't ever shy. Sports talk with a twist, yeah, you know the crew. It's the boys with the heat, always something new. Boys with the heat, we're bringing the fire from the south to the north, lifting you higher, facts and fun, we got the game on lock. Tune in, turn up, we're never gonna stop. So stay with us through every win and loss. Boys with the heat, see the haters later in the comments.
That was fire.
I like that.
I changed it to Boys with the Heat.
I saw that. I heard that. I caught that. It was slick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it goes a lot longer. It goes 8 minutes. And there's a 4.5 minute info with ChatGPT that thought that Mike was okay. So this is how it works. I wrote up a song, right? I gave it everything that I wanted to write a song. Then I edit the song. So when I copied and I pasted everything about Mike in the comments, and it's just a paragraph like this, and the guy just goes off for like 3.5 minutes about Mike. So you're at the last 5 minutes of the song. So when I get that song completely finished, it's gonna be fire.
Sweet. That's fucking funny.
awesome.
It's funny that it took the whole paragraph and like chopped it up into a bunch of like different raps and beats, and it does have the number 9 in there if you know what I'm saying.
We understand. You don't need to keep repeating it every other week.
Who's not in OTAs, by the way? Which is
There's a bunch of guys that didn't show up for OTAs.
I'm like, Jay didn't for what? But now they're talking. But that's whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll jump into the NFL here in a little bit. We'll start right off the bat. We know that we've got you hooked when we start with a little bit of fact. All right. First, Mr. Chaos, thank you for stopping by. We absolutely love having you back. This is fantastic, and it's a breath of fresh air. We're going to start with some shoe facts.
I like it.
So this is common, but apparently common knowledge isn't so common anymore. They're originally called sneaks. Sneakers got their name because wearers could walk in them without making noise.
That's not a shocker.
Over time, the name evolved to sneakers.
Sneaker.
I haven't deep dived this one yet, but men were the first to wear high heels as horse riding footwear. The heel helped stabilize them while shooting a bow and arrow more effectively. I'm pretty sure they weren't called high heels, but this was the big one. How much do you think the title of most expensive shoe in the world was valued at? No multiple choice on this one.
The most expensive shoe valued.
The most expensive shoe. That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, it's got to be some old wooden clog thing that was like one of the first shoes. You're talking like $2 million shoe.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say 2.5.
2.5.
Say $950,000.
Okay, coming in at $20 million.
What?
Antonio Vitteri's moon shoe. $20 million. There it is. You're looking at it.
$20 million for high
$20
heels?
million.
That isn't fair because that's not a shoe. That is straight up fucking gold right there. That's
Nobody's wearing these gold-plated shoes in public.
$20 million.
No,
That
hell no.
man.
That
15
gold
pounds.
shoe is sitting in a plastic box somewhere vault where nobody can get to it.
That shit looks like something Dave Chappelle would have wore as Prince.
$20 million. See, I couldn't give you Yeah,
Are those the ones they're using for the bow and arrow?
yeah. Dude, I never looked that up. Later on in the show, I'll have to pop in with the screen share. I'll share a video of the old style high heel. But the oldest shoe date back to 7,000 to 8,000 BC, according to this list.
That's
And
insane.
stiletto origins. The word stiletto means little dagger. So you got a $20 million shoe, you got dagger shoes, and the oldest shoe about 7,000, 8,000 BC. So before toothpaste, people were putting shoes on. So crazy.
This man said $20 million for a pair of shoes.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah.
somebody paid that much.
Oh yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah, so it's got to be way more value, maybe way more expensive today. You think?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
even crazier than what you can think they look like.
And they sitting in Dubai, so you know they got that thing just behind a vault somewhere.
Patrick, you
Hey,
got the old high heels up?
Dude, they're called archery shoes.
Yeah. Let's see it. We gotta see them.
that $20 million for a pair of shoes.
Hold on.
Yeah, ours
here.
over there just dying.
Somebody went out of their way to say, you know what? I give you $3 million for that.
Yeah.
What?
I need those so much that I'm
Dude,
willing to
wait.
pay $19.9.
Wait till you see this shit.
What the heck is that? Are those flipper heels?
Yeah, they look like duck feet.
Those look like hazard cone shoes
That's crazy shit.
with heel, like
You ain't gonna chase no rabbit in those.
I promise you, if I catch anybody with some hazard cones, duck flipper shoes on, with high heels at the end of them, I'm gonna be like, your mom hates you, doesn't she?
Well, apparently
Oh my God! Listen,
it gets
The-
worse.
the internet does not let me down.
It does. It never does. Never fails.
I just looked up horse high heel archery shoes.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Look at the first thing that pops up.
Yeah. Exactly.
They be out there with horse
No,
feet.
the internet's undefeated. It doesn't have the slightest clue what
wait,
you're
wait.
talking
You
about.
see that middle one? The one in the middle, right
Oh, the pink
there.
one?
That,
Oh, that
no,
one?
that one.
That's
What
cool
is
though.
that?
That's dope. Come
That
on,
looks-
man. That's
Gravy saucer.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh
look at
my lord.
what the
and there's just
fuck?
a giant. What that one looks like a sex toy. No, that one right there.
I'm just confused.
Look, you got chained with. All right, the
Yeah,
internet's
the
undefeated
sequins
today.
on them. That one's bronze.
My brain hurts watching
The facts never let us down, man. To
Never.
this day, never let us down. $20 million shoe. $20 million shoe.
You know what I could do with $20 million? Not buy a damn shoe.
Not by
say.
those shoes. You buy a lot of shoes.
Here's the thing. Real talk. If you just got 20 milli laying around that you could buy a shoe, would you?
No.
No.
Not those-
Listen to me. You've donated 500 million this year to charities. I mean, you're you with the ability to drop 20 million on a shoe.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
There's
This.
one way.
Ah,
Michael Jordan's fucking
Ah.
foot better come bronzed in that motherfucking shoe, and somebody better be able to keep it alive.
I'm
For
telling you right
$20
now.
million, I would
This-
pay for that.
Listen,
This is
the
that
thing.
Nicolas Cage T-Rex skull bullshit all over again.
No,
That's $60
there's-
million.
if I could buy a T-Rex skull, I would.
I
Yeah.
could have Bill Gates' money.
Yeah.
I could have the Tesla guy's money, Amazon guy's money.
Yeah.
There's no way on this earth I'm spending $20 million. I don't even want to spend $150 on a pair of shoes. You
Yeah,
know
but you start you start losing your mind though. You can't afford to buy anything cheaper. You gotta buy the expensive shit.
Listen,
I'm
I'm telling you right now, I'm wearing my $22 million shoes on our super yachts.
I buy
You're wearing those fucking gold shoes on us. I guarantee you those shoes weigh like 10 pounds a piece.
I
Yeah,
want-
yeah, it would.
need 20
There's-
million to see you in those fucking shoes.
There's
on
You
a
have
your
to
million.
have some strong ass ankles.
Yeah.
Bro, you would
Yeah.
fall.
Yes,
would
sir.
walk like a fucking baby deer in those fucking things.
Listen, listen.
There's no way on this earth.
Yeah,
You'd have to
That
have a
could
harness
convince-
on so you didn't fall overboard
Yeah.
walking in them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
This
come
is
at me.
Like, this is not like regular shoes, Carl.
yeah. I know.
These
Straight
are
up.
gold-plated, high-heeled archery shoes,
Fuck yeah.
and you're gonna walk around
On a
like-
yacht.
on
Yeah,
a
on a super yacht. I
Can
got
we get 'em,
space. I got space for days, bro.
You guys got
Just 'cause I can.
Arrows too.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Listen,
I'm not doing
listen,
it.
listen
I'm
to me. Listen to me. I just got done on a 6-month journey where I went around and paid for the entire country's student lunches, right? I donated a whole new wing to St. Jude's. This is my reality. And
then
then
you run a
on my
celebrate
way
with
to
your
a
gold
super
shoes?
yacht, on its way to Monaco for the most boring F1 race in the fucking world, I'm going to stop and buy a $22 million pair of shoes just
Where
to
are the
show up
shoes
with.
for sale? Where are the shoes for sale? Is it just online?
I don't. Once you get to 22 million, those doors open up. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Bro, if I had 500 million to donate to charity, you know what I'm doing after I donate 500 million dollars to
I'm
charity?
buying $22 million shoes.
I'm buying some professional sports team, whether it be the
In my
Phillies,
$22 million shoes, I'll be right there
or
with
the
you.
Flyers, or the Sixers, or the Spurs, or something.
Name a bigger peacock move than you walking in $22 million shoes and just dropping them on the table, going, "All right, what are we talking about?"
I'm telling you right now, I can have
Big pivot.
You wouldn't be able to get him up there if you
I
still
can
had
have
it.
again. I can have Bill Gates money. You know what
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Oh, I'm gonna look like Adam Sandler, but in
In
$22 million
regular
shoes.
Shoes that cost me
Daddy
$40 at
daycare.
Walmart.
Now, I will say, if they looked like the self-lacing sneakers from Back to the Future and they were dipped in gold, I would absolutely spend $20 million.
I'm telling you. If you had 22
And
million,
my wife just looks at me like she wanted to stab me in the fucking face.
It's
You
because
know-
listen, the bags are there. They're gonna be there regardless. You're gonna
Those
spend more in
not-
taxes.
Those
I'm
look like the
not
shoes that
doing
Nickel
it.
Fritz was wearing from what was that movie, Austin Powers or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that guy's name was.
Yeah.
Your Schmeckle.
Oh,
Schmeckle.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger,
There's
yeah.
Nothing that you can say, do, show me that can convince me that paying $20 million for a pair of shoes is perfectly sane, no matter how rich
It's
you
not
are.
sane.
Bro.
Charles said it's the big power move. He said though.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
it's
Peacocking.
it's a dick measure move.
Peacocking.
It's like,
Listen,
look, you can't
Ain't no
tell-
dick bigger than anyone showing up in $22 million
I'm not
shoes.
having that contest because my money speaks for itself. I don't need to show you a pair of shoes to show
Here's
you
a
how
nice
long my money is.
segue. Here's a nice segue. Roll right into the $1,000 that they were that.
$1 million.
Oh,
So you
man.
you know what I'm talking about.
WNBA?
Not a fucking clue.
WNBA?
Andrew Reese was fined $1,000 by the WNBA for no
We're not doing a
comment.
press conference.
Yeah, she pulled a Marshawn Lynch.
So
That's crazy that it's only $1,000. I mean, I know they get paid in shit.
I said make it 50,000 and you'll have people caring.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you this: what is the big deal from them not wanting to be in the press conference? I know that it's part of their contract. I get that.
Wow.
But like, what is the big deal?
I don't see it either. I don't understand why they make players talk to the media, especially you just lost to the Fever, who are like the second to worst or worst team in the WNBA right now,
2 and 8,
record wise.
2 and 8, 2 and 8.
So, like, I understand why you don't want to speak to the media. Like, I get that. But Angel Reese, you have to understand, you're a rookie. You don't got Marshawn Lynch pull. You don't got, these veteran women's pull. You
But she
need
also
to
got
be.
deep pockets, so she don't care.
That's true. That's the other
Look
thing.
at deep
She got NIL money.
Not just that, she has sponsorships with Reebok.
She got stupid
got
money.
sponsorships.
Well, they were all part of that Sheen and all that other,
Yeah, and then
sponsorship money. Yeah, they got a shit ton in college.
She's the WNBA money ain't making a dent in what she's making outside of the WNBA.
And that's
Most
why. And
of-
see,
most of the big
that's
names.
why. That's why people are not bitching about. Like Caitlin Clark is not bitching about her rookie contract because she's like,
she got
"The fuck I
outside
care
money.
about that? I got NIL deals. I got
She
whole
still got that
companies that
$20
wanna-
million contract that she got for her shoes. So I'm like, she's
Yeah.
not bugging out on money.
Plus, I guarantee.
She's getting her own basketball.
Yeah.
And imagine her
Yeah.
rookie card in a couple years. What that's going to
Oh
be.
my god!
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
her
if
rookie
she
card's
plays,
already up there.
So
if
do
she
you
plays the way she can play, her rookie card's going to be ridiculous.
so do you think this conversation is why she's being headhunted in the WNBA?
Who,
Oh
Kate-
yeah,
Caitlin.
I think she's just being headhunted. One, because when we talked about it, Patrick, I think she's cocky, which is fine. I'm like, you're in a competitive sport. You got to be confident in yourself. If anybody, you got to bet on yourself. And some of these bets don't want this young lady to let her ego get too big where she thinks she's better than everybody. But in reality, she's better than 80% of the league.
I'm
And
gonna ask.
you gotta face that. Whether the team is losing or not, she's still putting her buckets up. She's still getting her stats up. Granted, she's getting more turnovers than she needs to, but she's still putting up 20 points a game. She's averaging about 5 or 6 assists, maybe 4 to 5 rebounds. So she's putting up good, solid rookie numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna ask the question that Ryan Clark asked, and it's like, where the fuck are her teammates at?
That's
like,
yeah.
you letting her,
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
letting her get beat the fuck up, and
This
then
is
when
a
she does
WNBA
get,
problem.
yes, when
Well,
she does
yeah.
get beat up, you go over there and bullshit offer your hand and kind of pick her up, but there's no like. Draymond Green wouldn't let that shit happen to Steph Curry.
No, and I'm
Shaq
kind of
didn't
looking
let
at I'm kind of looking at Miss Brown, thinking to myself, "Hey, are you a teammate or a for me player?"
Because even when Carter hit her in yesterday's game,
They should have charged her.
not just with this. So
They should have charged the fuck out
when
that
she
woman.
checked her, and when Aaliyah Boston went to go pick her up, it was like a nonchalant, like
Mm-hmm.
It was like a
she saw
Yeah.
Carter coming for Clark, and Boston just like
Yeah, it's disgusting. And here's the thing: the new viewership for the WNBA, whether they want to believe it or not, is watching because of Caitlin Clark. So I mean,
a gigantic factor of why the WNBA is getting even any kind of TV primetime games on ESPN and stuff like that.
yeah.
They
The
are-
game was on
Let's
prime
not get into
prime
it.
time.
they're literally looking the pilot of their plane in the face and
Everybody's
pepper
eating
And
spraying
giving her
her.
one of these.
And then pepper spraying them and saying, "Good luck flying the plane." Like
Yeah.
your pockets are going to be better because of
You
this
don't
chick.
have to like Caitlin Clark, but at the end of the day, you have to admit that she is playing a gigantic role in the magnification of what the WNBA is becoming this year.
Of
Right.
course.
Like,
but the other thing too, you have
and
to
this is
understand.
when the preseason, from the draft to the preseason.
Yep.
But you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So for y'all to be like, well, we don't like her, that's fine. But don't be a dick about it.
Well,
Well,
the
and-
other thing too is that they have to realize is like, look, you have to get enforcers on these teams. Like, one, if Caitlin Clark is injured for the rest of the year because she got hit and she tears her
I'll be
ACL,
relevant.
the entire WNBA is gonna shut down. Nobody's gonna watch that shit anymore.
This is the-
And two, you play in Indiana. That's the smallest of small market
And they
teams.
continue to sell that stadium out.
But this is the thing. They're not selling out their original home. They had to go to the Indiana Pacers arena.
Yes,
And they're
exactly.
selling that out 18,000 people.
Yeah,
Sold
Tyrese
out before
Halliburton
they-
was at the last game.
That's what I'm saying. They sold out before the season
Yeah.
even started.
Caitlin
The
Clark
moment
goes
that she
away.
got drafted, that all their season was sold out the next day. So you can't sit here and tell me that you can't. Well, she's not doing anything specific. Are you blind? Can you not see?
Well,
the
not
numbers?
just that. Like I heard somebody that the chick on the Sky who charged her was like, I mean, besides the 3-point shot, what is she doing anyway? Bitch, are you tripping? Like, you know, she got
Putting
like
eyes
3
on the game.
blocks. She's, but I'm saying even
I think she's
statistically,
top 5 in the WNBA in like assists.
absolutely. I'm saying statistically, if you look at what she's doing from first game to 10th game, it's 100%. She's 100% better. She's learning how to communicate with her teammates. Her teammates are learning her style of passing. She's learning where everybody's going to be on the floor. After this season, everybody better watch the fuck out. Because look, Caitlin is going to eat the league.
This is not taken away from the other rookies that came in this draft because Brinks, Sky, Carmella, when she comes in, Caitlin Martin from the Vegas Aces, like they're all making their presence known in the league. But to say that Caitlin doesn't have a stamp in what's happening right now is
It's crazy.
It's a little far-fetched. Now y'all reaching. I understand you want to teach her a lesson and show her that there's a learning curve. I get that. But don't act like Caitlin Clark is not making an impact in the league right now.
She gonna fuck around and somebody's gonna charge her and she's gonna elbow some bitch in the mouth and then we'll see what happens. Because the second she puts her hands on somebody because they touched her first, she's gonna be the bad guy. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I think she's already got like 5 technicals for the season, 2 more, and she's already gonna be suspended for a game.
It's complaints.
We're only
though.
2
It's
weeks.
complaining,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's warranted.
Yeah.
The only rookie player to receive this same treatment, and to Patrick's point, this is a WNBA problem, and it's disgusting. I mean, it's turning me off of the WNBA as a product. But Candace Parker also received this. I think right now, she Caitlin Clark is fouls against at like 4.6, so five fouls against a game. The only person who received more, and this is we're still young in the WNBA season, was Candace Parker, and it was 6-5. Candace Parker was getting just destroyed. So this is, to Patrick's point, this is a WNBA problem, and you hate to say it, and you hate to poke that bear, but this is a comedic informative. So enjoy this point for what it is. It just seems like it's the W in the WNBA.
We'll put this in perspective. I didn't have any trouble. Usually when I try to find like videos to like put a thing together for like a YouTube video or for a short, I have trouble finding the highlights from a game. This was all over the internet in 4K, zoomed up close, every different angle and view. Some of these had to have been from people's personal cameras from the stands.
That foul was ridiculous on Clark.
Oh, and anyone who can look at a television can read the lips of the individual running towards her. You're a bitch. Like that was. I mean, the fact that wasn't reviewed, that chick wasn't taken out. There was massive intent, and at the end of the day, the only thing the WNBA did was fine Angela Reese for not talking because she didn't want to deal with the questions about Caitlin Clark beating her ass again.
Well,
and they assessed the chick who charged her a tech too eventually, but
they reviewed it this morning, saying that
they gave her a tech. Yeah, they gave her a tech 1, which
that's so disgusting.
Let's just go around the horn.
Yeah.
You can get into this in your thing. I'm just going to ask everybody.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier. Jealousy, pride. Is this, what is this? Ego? What do you want to call it? Is it all three? For all these veterans, none of these players want to get shown up. Anybody that's committing a foul against her, trying to show her up on the court, and it's happened almost in every game this year.
Yeah, it's ugly pride. It's ugly. I mean, it's ugly pride.
To speak on what you said, Pat, there was another game. It was the Fevers. I think it was. I can't remember who they're playing. It might have been the Atlanta Dream or another team.
Right,
she was shooting a free throw, right?
The free throw,
She had 2 free throws. She shot her first free throw and then immediately
went to go box her out
before realizing that she still has to shoot another free throw. So you're deliberately trying to make. I get you're trying to make this game hard for Caitlin, but you guys aren't even trying to hide it at this point. Like y'all are just out here just showing y'all's ass.
Well, it's not just that. Too. There's so much jealousy because. So this is the thing, right? And if you look at it analytically. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark are really the first 2 big beneficiaries of the NIL deal, right? So not only is her competition making less than her, but all of her teammates are making less than her.
Or all their other superstars as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the only reason Angel Reese isn't getting that treatment is because she's not the face. She's not the one who's bringing these changes because she wasn't the scoring title. So there's a little bit of, you're slighted the way we're slighted, so we're not going to fuck with you. But she's getting everything we don't have and we should have earned long ago, especially from players like bitter-ass Kelsey Plumlee, who mad as shit.
Her most recent commercial fucking made me want to throw something at the television.
It's just,
Mike,
it's like,
Paul,
I also get assists.
Is it because Angel fell in the draft? You think that's another reason why she's motivated as well?
I don't even think she fell because I'm like, she still went in the top 10. She went 7th. So it's not like she fell.
Yeah, but I was expecting her in the top 3. I mean, I think everybody was.
I just think that with Angel is different. One, listen to me. If we statistically look at the WNBA and the NBA, the majority of players are black women, right? Statistically,
Yeah,
white women
100%.
in the NBA are a minority. So when one white woman who comes in, who's straight, who's white, who is successful, who everybody from the college basketball, women's college basketball ranks is calling the reason that the WNBA is blowing up, and you have people like Diana Taurasi and Kelsey Plumley and all these women who have been doing this and grinding and grinding.
Brianna Stewart.
Yep, she comes in and now she's the spotlight, and everything you did, nobody wanted to watch. But the difference is in what Caitlin Clark does versus what Kelsey Plumley and Diana Taurasi is. Caitlin Clark,
Sabrina Nescu.
yes, Caitlin Clark is marketable.
Yeah.
She understands marketing. She understands putting a brand out. Now, the NIL deal absolutely helped with her marketability because you have a machine behind you now. But what kills me, and it happens everywhere, people get jealous, it's a human trait. But for her own teammates to let this continuously happen 10 games into the season, to the point where your cash cow might be injured or teched out by the end of your season, you all just said, here, take the money out of my pockets because revenue's going to go away. Everybody wants to talk about equal revenue shares and percentage of jerseys and this, that, and the third. What the fuck do you think Caitlin Clark brought? You guys are on private charters now. You guys are in talks.
You've already expanded teams. You got a team coming out of Golden State and in Toronto as of this year already even out.
And not just that, but you're also in talks to start getting percentages of your jersey sales. So everything that you wanted is coming because Caitlin Clark got very popular. So instead of beating the shit out of a reason, and this is the other thing, like, if you don't have superstars, what's the point of having a professional league? Like, who am I going to want to watch? Do I want to watch the 6th woman of the year? No. You know why? Because the 6th woman of the year is trash. My 12-year-old son could beat her in basketball. Like, that's the reality of it is. But now you got talent like Angel Reese, like Sabrina Lonscu, like Caitlin Clark. These women who are actually balling and not missing close-ass layups and not trying to do stupid alley-oop layups that miss and look like garbage. Yeah. This is a new generation, more athletic. So instead of being the old bitter dickheads, how about, you know what? Let's make this rough on her. I'm fine with a little elbow contact. Basketball is a contact sport. But come on, man. You're going to give this girl a concussion before the end of the year. That's crazy.
She might be a little too small to be a point guard as well. She's probably better off just hanging out as the shooting guard and not handling the rock as much either. The more I
stick around and just be
the more I watch her, that ball don't need to be in her hands.
The ball has to be in her hands. She's but if you notice, sometimes some of her teammates, she's wide open and they're not giving her the ball. They're not giving her the ball. She's
got a teammate issue. But I want to kind of touch on Patrick's point there for a second. Would she be better as a shooting guard?
I think she might be playing better off the ball than actually being on the ball.
Because they actually have a point guard. They don't need her to be a point guard.
I mean, and she can pop. She can pop from anywhere with the movement because of her size. She can outmaneuver most of her defenders, and she can pop and shoot those.
Pop, like you said, pop on those screens, hit those corners, hit those elbow shots, and get easy shots up.
It would alleviate a lot of the physical pressure on the player as well, and would be utilizing her skill set. Because when the other team, because they're so hyper focused on destroying this young lady, notices that, holy shit, she's shaking her defender, she's gonna pull 3 of them, because it's almost like a circus watching it sometimes.
Decrease her turnover at the same time.
And then Caitlin can continue to pass, as just like she does. I mean, her assists will go up, turnovers will go down.
It's like watching a half-court press when she has the ball in her hands. There's literally 2 people just
dogging her.
Oh yeah, swarming her.
And her teammates don't look enough because they've played in a selfish league so much. They're not used to somebody passing. I mean, I watched somebody dribble around the key, go to the baseline, do this just wild flop into the air and throw the ball right underneath the backboard. I'm telling you, if I can hit that bottom backboard, bounced up,
Charles,
shocked, looked, and fucking
I'll
threw it
tell
the
you
other way.
something.
What am I watching right now?
Can I not be? I'm gonna be that guy like I
Yeah.
always am on the show, and I'm gonna say this: watch a WNBA game. Try to pick any team. I guess it really doesn't matter. Watch how many shot clock violations there are.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They do a terrible job of getting the ball into their shooters' hands. A lot.
And
That's majority of their turnovers. It's not always turning the ball over.
to wrap this up in a bow tie, I would assume as an athlete that I would rather my skill outshine your skill, my talent outshine your talent. But if I don't have the talent to beat your talent, I'm going to talk shit and try and break your legs.
What do you think Draymond Green does all the time?
Exactly what Draymond Green does all the time. And I'm thinking that the rest of the league, in most cases, not all, 90%, is looking at this. Somebody said 80. I like that number too. 80% is looking at it and going, that bitch is going to light me up. I need to go just punch her in the mouth because there's no way I can beat her with my talent. And that's what I'm seeing.
But that's taken away from the game because, again,
They don't care, but that's the thing is, the
entertainment value.
that's the thing is they don't care about the game. It's not about the game.
Do I care about the physicality? Yes, because women or male, I want the physicality. I want that grind, that grit on the floor. But don't be blatantly just out
But
here.
we don't need Draymond thugs. We don't need thugs in the game.
I was going to say,
Deliberately
Yeah,
hit somebody
you
like
need
what you're doing just because
need
you're
an
a
enforcer.
wow, no, you don't need people to be afraid of an individual.
Not what Draymond did. Draymond literally had to go to. They were going to kick him out of the NBA. I mean, the dude was going to hurt somebody bad.
Oh well, that's trash. That's craziness.
You need somebody
you
more
don't
like a mixture between Wemby and primetime Russell, or Wemby and Drew Holiday. We'll say like a Wemby style big with Drew Holiday.
And you might be getting that
mindset.
right now with Cameron Brink.
Yeah,
You might be getting that right now. She's physical. She's not that. I mean, she's not
you can still
big, but
without having to take somebody's legs out and break their knees.
And please, somebody tell WNBA coaches that when you do this, just because you're taller than somebody, you can't canopy them. You can't treetop canopy them. That's a foul. You can't
gotta
bear hug
jump.
them.
You gotta jump.
You gotta just go straight up. And I mean, because I'm only telling you this, WNBA coaches, because when I'm watching the games and I'm seeing your players do this, and then the foul's called, and they turn around and they're like, "What happened? What happened?"
Hands up.
You got to keep them just straight up. You got to reach for you got to reach for the clouds, not tickle the eyeballs. Reach for the clouds, not tickle the eyeballs. Reach for the clouds.
Charles has watched a lot of AAU basketball. Listen to him. Coach Uncle Chuck.
You just get Uncle Chuck in there. I'll teach you. Reach for the clouds, not tickle the eyeballs.
Listen, if you don't put your hands up, I'm gonna start putting Bengay on your arm.
Oh! So, on to the NFL. So, a couple of things I would like to start with. I would like to start with the conflicting reports coming out of Chicago with Caleb Williams. I did find some good news about his second week of OTAs. It seems like he took his first week and went, holy shit, I got to learn, and went on to his second week. Things seem to be progressing how they should for a rookie quarterback.
I'm not stressing about it at this point. Again, it's still OTAs. We still got training camp. We still got preseason, and I'm pretty sure that Hall of Fame game against Houston in August is going to tell a little bit, just because, again, he's probably going to do more than a couple series. I know preseason they try not to keep their big names out there that long, but since this technically will be his first professional game, he might stay out there. I probably think maybe 3-4 series, but I'm like, it's OTAs. Like, it's a bunch of rookies and third and fourth string. There's nothing really to.
No, half of the starters, 90% of the starters don't even show up.
Yeah, I'm not losing sleep over that
Two
right
or
now.
three guys, maybe.
Yeah.
When training camp starts and we start doing full pads and all that stuff, that's when I'll start to worry if something starts to slip. But until that day comes, he's just getting his feet wet. He's getting started.
Yeah.
He's getting accustomed to the speed of the game. I'm like, he's a rookie. Calm down.
Yeah. So, big news from the Cincinnati Bengals camp with both of their star wide receivers as no-shows. How do we think Cincinnati is going to do? We've been hearing about Cincinnati and their fucking wide receivers
They
for
don't got
the last 3-4 years. And I don't even think the team cares so much. It's like PR just said, they don't have a fucking running back anymore. So what happens? Do they keep Jamar Chase? Obviously, they keep Jamar Chase.
I'm keeping
But-
him over T. Higgins, and
but
this is with respect to Higgins.
But is this obvious? Maybe T. Higgins is the better football player.
Well, a lot of guys
Jamar-
don't show up at OTAs though.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but where I'm going with this is Jamar Chase is the better talent, but maybe T. Higgins is the better football player.
He has
And-
this season to prove it.
Well, and I think he again with Jamar Chase being the better talent. What I'm referring to is maybe Jamar Chase isn't the best locker room presence. Maybe Jamar Chase isn't the best teammate. You know, unless you're Joe Burrow. I don't hear a lot of stories. You would
As long
think
as
that
Joe
it would
Burrow's
be
the quarterback, neither one of them are going anywhere.
right. So you would think that the Jamar Chase situation wouldn't be a situation, and T. Higgins would have found a new location by now.
You would think so, but
But it hasn't happened.
But this is the question when it comes to T. Higgins.
Maybe
What
he's
is
sticking around.
asking, what are the Bengals asking for if they're trying to trade? Because this you got to realize too, Higgins hasn't signed his tender deal yet.
Right.
I don't know. Let's see what he made last year.
What are the Bengals looking for in return for shipping off T. Higgins? What are they asking him for return?
Who is? Do we agree is a number one wide receiver on most NFL rosters?
Yeah, he's a $20 million wide receiver, so that's a hefty price tag if that's what you're asking for to get for him in return.
Off up that contract because he's gonna want to. 9 times out of 10, if you're trading for T. Higgins, it's coming.
He
with
wants to, yeah. Yep.
There's got to be an extension coming on the other side of that deal.
Right.
But what is that team willing to give up for T. Higgins?
What is
Hopefully
Tennessee
being their
rocking
number
with?
one.
Because Buffalo? They don't have the money necessarily.
Yeah,
but
Buffalo's broke.
Buffalo's way too in the debt.
Buffalo's going to just give him Gabe Stevenson,
So I'm like,
Cable Stevenson.
one guy, but
the wrestling guy. Yeah.
So Higgins is playing for Cincinnati this year. He's not going to. I mean,
I don't
so
see him anywhere.
but I don't think Buffalo's is broke next year.
Again, can a team tag a player more than 1 year? How many years consecutively can they tag somebody?
I think you can only tag him once.
Well,
No,
T. Higgins
they-
was.
they-
Washington they
No,
tagged
T-
Kirk, what, twice or 3 times?
Well, they
Well,
were
they-
getting ready. The Giants were getting ready to tag Saquon Barkley this year
Oh.
again before we got him.
Oh, T. Higgins is tagged this year.
Well, he hasn't signed it yet. That's the thing.
Oh, I thought if you got franchise tagged, that you had
3
to.
times.
I thought you had to sign it in a certain amount of
No.
time, otherwise you're.
They can tag you and then give you an extension, but that doesn't mean you have to automatically sign it right away.
Yeah,
You want to get paid.
I think you got the whole preseason.
Yeah,
Oh,
but if you
I
want
thought
to
you,
get
I thought you
tagged,
had
then
until
have to
training
sign it.
camp or whatever,
Either way, at this current
until
state,
mandatory or whatever it
he
was.
hasn't signed his tender deal for the tag yet. And so, one, they haven't come to an agreement or come close to an agreement on an extension.
Oh,
No
Multiple-
talk on trades because I don't know who's willing to pay, like you said, $20 million.
I can tell you right here. It's Sports
$20
Illustrated
is
says
probably-
multiple team offers of 2nd and 4th round picks in combination for his services. So that's what teams are offering right now: 2nd and 4th round picks.
Yeah, and it also depends on what team is
What team
making
it
those
is.
offers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
again,
a team like the
that's
Chargers, a team
If
like the
you're-
Chargers could absolutely have the space, the money, and the picks to make that happen.
Right.
So again, it's Cincinnati. A 2nd and a 3rd round pick, I see it, great, love it, I'd take it. However, is Cincinnati wanting to take that low of round draft pick? Are they expecting a 1st and a 3rd or a 1st and a 2nd?
Or
Are
do
they
you do
expecting
a
a 1st round pick in this
Do you-
trade package?
They're probably
you-
just hoping that he signs the franchise tag.
or do you do like a conditional 3rd that could turn into a 2nd? on top of another second. You know what I'm saying? So if T. Higgins goes to
Do a
San
24
Diego,
and 25 or something with somebody?
no. Do like so? There's teams that'll have 2 second round. Like Philly has 2 second round picks next year. We don't need T. Higgins, but if we were going to trade, we could do one of our second round and do a third round conditional. That if he plays more than 75% of the snaps, that turns into a second round pick. But if he doesn't, it stays at a third round pick.
So either you're going to give up a third and a second, or 2 seconds,
or 2
Yeah.
seconds.
So again,
But again, you have to find the right team. One with cap space, and two with the situation that's right for T. Higgins. The only one that comes to
This is
mind
the
right off the
Aaron
bat
Rodgers.
is San Diego or the
Right.
Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, I mean, new coach, quarterback who's a stud.
so if you had to
You're
put
getting
5 teams that are suitable right now that you think that would make a good fit for T. Higgins right now.
Arizona.
Arizona, Chargers, who else? New York Jets.
the Jets.
Jets. Maybe. I don't know who else has any money. Denver? No, they're poor. They're broke.
What about the Rams?
Maybe the Rams.
Honestly, I'm thinking
Chiefs?
the Green Bay Packers.
Or the yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
thinking the Green Bay Packers.
Well,
for,
apparently Jacobs already reached out to Devontae and he wants to come back.
yeah,
so-
yeah. Well, and the reason
If you're
for
going to spend
Devontae
$20
too.
million, you might as well spend it on Devontae.
Yeah,
Yeah. Versus
But-
T. Higgins, absolutely.
yeah, indubitably.
there's a lot of scenarios for T. Higgins.
I'm worried about Christian Watson, to be honest with you. I mean, we
Worried like health wise or
health wise,
performance wise?
absolutely, not performance wise. The kid could ball. It's just he can't stay healthy.
Okay, here are your landing spots. As of June 1st, New York Jets, New England Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Chargers, New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, Arizona Cardinals.
So we
All of
pretty
them
much
have the cap space.
I'm
we pretty
definitely
much, we
going
pretty much
Carolina.
had everyone
Yeah,
outside
there
of
was
the
just
dark horse.
those other ones were down at the bottom anyway. Those last two. So
Yeah, I mean, great reports coming out of Carolina's OTAs with Bryce Young and and their new pickup Deontay
This-
Johnson.
The Saints, I don't think would do it. They like I don't know. This feels like a blow it up year to me for New Orleans, especially if Derek Carr can't perform. Like
If I have
you
Derek
want to
Carr
pair
as
him
a
with Olave,
quarterback,
though.
no, if I have Derek Carr as a
Higgins and
quarterback,
Olave.
that's a great pairing. That's a great pairing. But putting T.
Yeah, the
Higgins on the
quarterback.
roster is going to add 11 interceptions to Derek Carr's repertoire.
Here's
Because
the
he's
thing.
just
Wow.
he's just gonna chuck it, thinking, "Oh, T. Higgins is gonna
T.
catch
Higgins
it,"
is there
and
somewhere.
Derek Carr doesn't have the accuracy to just be chucking it. He's got another chuck it guy.
Here's the thing, you guys.
can't
Do
give
you,
Derek Carr a chuck it.
do you
guy.
think the Saints should have moved up and got Bo Nix?
no.
Took him
No.
from Denver.
No,
think
that was mini Drew Brees 2.0.
That dude, Bo Nix is mid as fuck.
Mid age, got 48 years in college football.
Just realistically, he's old. He's mature.
He was only like the
Middle
38th
know
oldest
that
player
Sean
in the
Payton was
in the
an old,
NCAA.
mature guy. You know,
That's
Only he broke the top 50.
Well, no, not all
Yeah.
time, just last year.
No, I'm saying you were in the there's like 10,000 fucking athletes. or
Yeah.
some shit. You're in the top 50. That's
Sean
awesome.
Payton playing, okay.
Yeah, you played 48 years of college ball. You're going to be in the
Hey,
top 50.
Blame the C. Blame
Yeah.
the big C, Charles. That's all you gotta say. He was going for it though, baby. He was trying to break records. He wasn't trying to put babies in people though.
Fucking longevity.
That's
Straight
crazy.
play.
I don't know. Like, there's so many ways that a T. Higgins move could go because you could
Yeah.
also think. I mean, think about Baltimore with T. Higgins on their roster.
Do you think
Could be
Shadur
nasty.
Sanders ends up in Arizona?
I doubt Dion would let him
doubt-
go there.
I think he ends up in Dallas. I have every belief he's gonna
Oh.
end up in Dallas.
Until
I-
Big
Please, God,
in it.
if you are listening to me, God, let him end up in Dallas so we can beat the bejeez, the holy living snot
promise
out of
you,
Deion
he's not
Sanders'
going
son.
And
If
here's
you have the
exactly
number
how
one-
it's gonna happen. He's not gonna be the number one pick. The quarterback from Georgia is gonna be the number one pick.
Carson Beck?
Yeah. Carson Beck's they're gonna win the Natty
Well,
probably.
Isn't that kid, the kid from Alabama, is pretty well liked, right? Milrow.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever his name,
I don't
Jaden
think he's
Milrow?
gonna. Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna. They're not gonna be good enough to beat Georgia this year. So
I don't even know if he's coming out next year or not.
We're
No,
saying
I think he's only a
Dallas
sophomore.
booking is
I
rigged.
thought he was a freshman. Maybe he was a sophomore last year. Maybe he's a
So,
junior.
so
The reason why I say that because I got this bad boy right here, a one of
Yeah.
two.
but
So-
Dallas calls that because they're not going to be in the top 5. All right, the
No,
Dallas
no,
Cowboys
but-
are going to win. So
but-
Dallas calls you for your top 5 pick.
Well,
What do you give him?
Dak Prescott is worth the top 5 pick. I mean, if you're a team that's desperate for a quarterback, would you not trade Dak Prescott for a top 5 pick?
I think if you're Cleveland, I could see that.
Well, any
You could
team
see
that's-
Dak
any-
Prescott
any
in
team that-
Minnesota
any
next
team
year.
that sucks that
I
bad,
would
they could be in the top 5. You
We
know,
could
we'll
see
take
Dak
that.
Prescott in
Oh.
Minnesota next year.
I would love
Seattle.
Dak Prescott to go to the NFC North and just let you guys beat the shit out of him. That would make my day.
We could say we own Dak. Dak is back.
Dak is trash, but
Everybody's
there's so much like that's what I love about this time of year because it's all speculation.
Yeah,
and bullshit.
absolutely.
Because
Because
there's so much you could do. Like Jerry Jones, all in, like,
right.
all in what?
Right. Because I mean, the speculation with Arizona, I love Kyler Murray. He's when he plays, and he's not worried about video games. He's proven it. I did hear a statement the other day that kind of put my foot in my mouth.
COD6 is coming out, so that's not good news.
When you
Yeah,
have
it
when
is.
you when
Back
you
out
have a
six, baby.
when you have a player that you have to build in that type of stipulation into your contract, you've already lost. And I went, fuck. Yeah. But Michael Jordan played a lot of golf, and he still did wonderful things. So I don't know, Kyler Murray isn't Michael Jordan. I'm just saying.
Well, and the other difference is the physiological
So-
difference. Kyler Murray staying
Yeah.
up all night, killing his eyes. Michael Jordan's out in
Oh,
sunlight getting exercise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, off-season, he was playing
in,
golf.
in lieu of that information,
Yeah, yeah.
in lieu of that information, and with the added Marvin Harrison, I think it's going to go well. But playing devil's advocate, it's the same thing that could happen to Carr. You've got a fuck it, chuck it character out there, and you just chuck it as much as you can. You're gonna.
To have
You know,
Junior T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, he's proven it.
I mean, if you're Kyler Murray, you have the
Higgins win Ohio
presumptive,
State.
you have the presumptive offensive rookie of the year already in a lot of people's minds on your team, right?
Yeah,
So
Jordan Love, hell yeah.
it could offensive rookie of the year. Did I say player of the year? My bad. Offensive rookie of the year.
I just heard offense, and then I heard player of the year, and I was like,
he's
hell yeah,
just-
Jordan
he's just
Love.
over here. He's over here giving them the smirks to
Rolling as anybody can throw.
But
trolling.
it's like Kyler Murray, man. I could see Shador going to Arizona next year, and Gannon would probably have a better chance of performing in that division if he had a different quarterback. Kyler Murray's a petulant fucking child, and he
Speaking of coaches, I seen somebody comment on our video again of the Barkley and Jalen Hurts squatting.
yeah.
They said, and I was like, how'd you get there, buddy? And they said that I'm like, it really doesn't mean shit because basically you got Kellen Moore as your OC, so at best you're gonna go 8-9. I'm
I
like,
mean, this guy has only had 2 of the best offenses in the league in the last 5 years.
I'm not an Eagles fan, and I'm definitely not a Cowboys fan.
No, but you're not an idiot. You're a realist.
Like, this man is a genius when it comes to the offensive side of the ball.
Well, put it in
His
this
fault that
perspective.
Dak Prescott doesn't know how to run an offense right.
As
Right.
much as I don't like CeeDee Lamb and I hate the Dallas Cowboys, Mike hates him even more than I do and hates CeeDee Lamb more than I do. We're not stupid. The 7 and the 9 comments come out of we don't like the guy more than it comes out as I don't think the guy's a
tongue-in-cheek.
good football
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Realistically, like,
That's
to
what
say
kills
that
me.
It's
He's
a
the best wide
joke.
receiver in the world.
It's a joke, but that's our opinion also too.
Right.
So.
But that's what kills me, right? Is like when I watch like First Take or Speak or whatever the case is, I'll see these guys who are like, oh, like Kellen Moore has been in 2 separate teams in the past 4 years. I'm like, hold up. Have you looked at 90% of the head coaches who have been hired and fired and let go? And let's talk about Dan Quinn. Let's talk about Ron Rivera. Let's talk about how many of these other. I knew that was coming. how many of these other head coaches look? Kellen Moore, I think, is going to unlock a dynamic one because bringing Saquon in is going to prevent Jalen from getting hurt as nearly as much as he was last year. Two,
I'm gonna pick him up definitely in fantasy football this year.
you're also
Way better offensive line.
way better offensive line, but you're also we've talked about this in the past, both on the Heat Check and on this show. You make it so they cannot have 8 people in the box. You cannot stack the box anymore because if you stack the box, now we have Anaya Smith from Texas A&M who will burn you on a long route. You have AJ Brown, who we're going to be hitting over the middle, who's a yak monster. Devontae Smith is now up to 210 pounds and is still as fast as he was when he was drafted.
Still looks like a little boy.
And it's like we're not talking about
Bigger than
the
Jaden Daniels.
Giants. We're not talking about the Giants who have one wide receiver. We're talking about our tight end is top 5 in the league. Our running back is top 5 in the league. Our wide receiver duo is probably top 3 in the league. So when people are like, oh, Kellen Moore, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
You should add the comment you should add would have been, well, how much can you squat?
Oh, I did. Somebody said that too. They said I'm like, if you don't count the bar, it's only 380. I'm like, it's still more than you could do, ho. Like,
What is
it kills me when
that
people-
might be the dumbest comment I've ever said. That was ever said on fucking a show.
It's only
It's
380
It's only
pounds.
380 without the
Go
bar.
do it then. Go
Well,
do it.
How the fuck can you lift it without the bar, you dumb fuck?
Stupid motherfucker.
You know,
People are
you look
stupid.
go out there and try to lift 4 fucking sandbags. What are you, one of those world's strongest men? You ever seen those dudes with the giant?
Yes.
What is it?
Yep.
That stone?
The big. Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
way-
the Atlas
I mean,
stones. Yeah.
400 or 500 pounds each, and it just gets heavier as the stone gets bigger.
Yeah, those dudes are also
Am
like
I an Eagles
6'9", like 400 pounds. So
I'm not an Eagles fan. Listen, I'm not here to be in denial. Do I want the Eagles to win? Hell no, because I'm a Bears fan. It's in the same damn conference. However, am I excited to see what that backfield looks like with Saquon Barkley? I'm just excited. Like, people are talking about, well, that backfield's not as scary as Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I was like, I get it. It's similar stuff going on over there. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 heavy duty running backs with 2 mobile athletic quarterbacks. It's going to be just a thing to watch. And it's like, to say that one is going to be better than the other at this point in the season is just way too early. You
Well,
got
and-
to at least give it at least midway to the season before you start deciding which backfield is better.
I
But
mean, we
just
also
say-
got to talk. We also got to talk. This is just a very exciting year for running backs. Green Bay made a fucking offseason move for a really good running back. Green
They
Bay
made an
never
offensive
makes
move, period, for the
never
first
makes
time in their lives.
offensive moves. I can't wait to see how Green Bay uses Josh Jacobs behind Jordan Love. Now, let's not sleep. Jordan Love ain't Lamar, but that dude is mobile as fuck. He's athletic. I can't wait to see what they look like. Plus, like you said, Christian Watson, like, and then I'm so excited to see what Caleb and DeAndre Swift do. DeAndre Swift, I know, as he was on my team last year, is a monster running back when you give him the ball. Motherfucking Brian Johnson.
yeah, when
bastard.
you give them the ball, don't steal them tutties from me with the tush push like Charles
Yes.
did to me last year.
So when you
That's
you
fantasy
give-
football champion.
when you give DeAndre the ball, he's gonna ball out and he can catch out of the backfield. The only thing that Chicago is missing with DeAndre Swift is a pass blocker. He's not a pass blocker at all.
Fine.
But
We got Roshan Johnson.
I was about to say, y'all have a bowling ball in Roshan Johnson for that shit.
That guy is big as hell.
And Josh, man,
Let's
Josh
just be
Jacobs-
honest. The Green Bay Packers are the best there is. It's plain and simple.
Eat some short.
Oh
you trolly
boy.
bastard.
We're gonna find out real quick. Week 1, we're gonna go down to Brazil. We're gonna be smashing. We're gonna find out how far the
This
Eagles
is
can
going to
fly.
be an incredibly
do,
interesting game.
We need to do a live stream for that.
Yeah,
We can
oh,
do live.
absolutely.
Watch
You can
along.
watch parties.
We were actually talking about this.
Yeah, we
doing
talked about it, I think, last
We were
week.
talking about doing one every.
Yeah.
We were doing a few of them during the season.
And when's
Yeah.
the first scheduled ass kicking of the Bears coming up too? By of course the Green Bay Packers. It's 10 years. It's been the same
Yeah.
thing 10 years.
Oh,
A whole pack of dicks.
Well, listen, what's up, rookie? What's up, rookie?
Rook,
What's up, Rook?
We don't play y'all till I think like week 10 or 11.
Yeah, good thing too. Good thing too.
If we're gonna play that game, I'm gonna get a bunch of Farva comments going on in here.
Okay, good thing too.
That's funny.
What's up, Rook?
You better hope that your quarterback's ankles stay intact by the time we see them.
Bro, listen. Jordan Love's got happy feet out there. But you just gotta hope that Caleb Williams don't start seeing ghosts. All right.
He's gonna be all right. All right.
There ain't no way we can get another Zach Wilson / Mitch Trubisky / Justin Fields.
Listen,
So we trade. We could trade for.
The streak ends this year.
It could.
Okay?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
streak.
Do you think first week or second or first go around or we play?
Streak
You play
ends, new one begins for us.
yeah.
You
you think
anything
you
else
guys
on
going
the
into
plate there?
Lambeau? You think you're going into Lambeau and spanking the Packers in Lambeau? Have y'all
There's
beat them in Lambeau?
Hey,
It's been a
They
minute.
haven't beat us in 10 years
hey,
or 10
Period.
seasons. Period.
hey,
Oh.
hey, listen. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it again, clear as day, so you
Say it to
old
believe it.
farts can
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
The streak ends this year.
Yeah. I do have a rebuttal. Just because you say something out loud doesn't make it true.
Let's get into it. It's fine.
It does
Oh my
for me.
God,
Listen,
that's funny.
I have faith. I still think we can win 10 games this year and make a wild card bid
Yeah.
at least.
I mean,
Yeah.
However, comma, if one of those 10 games just happens to be a W in Lambeau Field, I'm chunking it up as a Super Bowl win for the whole
but
year.
does it mean more if you beat them in Lambeau or if you snap their ass kicking
You-
streak
it
at
has-
home?
It has to be in Lambeau, just for the sheer fact of disrespect. And
Yeah, but they've been disrespecting Soldier Field for 10
Exactly.
years.
That's why we gotta hit them at home. It'll mean more.
Man, I'll tell you what, this season,
Grab the belt, bro. Just double check me real quick.
the way the draft played out and the way the offseason went out made this season is already super intriguing with the storylines that can play out. Like
Well,
it's
many people have the Bears wide receiving trio as the best in the NFL, and I because it's the Bears, I would have a hard time continuing that conversation. But as a realistic
Go ahead
football,
and say it out loud.
I mean I
Go ahead.
I mean, you can't be a great wide receiver trio unless somebody's throwing you the ball. So we're gonna have to check. I can't. It's harder than I thought it was gonna be. It was harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Just say it.
It was hard. They could, one B. I'm thinking one B.
1B, okay.
I'm thinking one B.
I mean, not to mention the fact that they have a rookie wide receiver, so you can't be the best wide receiver trio if one of the trio hasn't played it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's super exciting. It's not last year exciting for me because it was Justin Fields. I don't care what you did. It was Justin fucking Fields.
Yeah.
But this year, the anticipation and because it's so far out into the season, I just want the Bears game to be earlier than this. I think the NFL schedule people are assholes.
No,
I'm just gonna go out and say it.
They played
know
him
what
way
they
too
do.
early before.
They're waiting to build up Caleb to have a winning record against the Packers, so that way it can mean something.
So
I'm
8.5
a
is the over/under.
I'm a big believer. You shouldn't even be playing your interdivision games until the 5th week of the season.
Because they mean more. I agree with
They
you.
mean more than when they're closer to the end.
Yeah. But
mean,
I
you
don't want to
don't
be
have-
playing them week.
You can do back and forth. They don't have to be bang, bang, bang. Bears,
Right.
Lions, Vikings.
Yeah.
But
We don't play our first division game till week 6.
Good.
I think y'all are our first division
8.
game for the season.
Speaking
but
of playing, is everybody ready to play a game?
Oh, did we not want to? We didn't want to talk about the tampering for the Falcons and the Birds.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, let's touch on that real quick, and then I want to play that game.
what game are we playing?
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you guys listening or watching or whatever don't know, the Falcons and the Eagles are being investigated for tampering during the offseason. The Falcons, Kirk Cousins pretty much went up on the fucking press conference and said, "Hey, yeah, they tampered with me. Here's the proof. Here they tampered. They tampered." Eagles, some random ass coach of Saquon said that the Eagles tampered, but Saquon came out and said they never talked to me. They talked to my agent. So the expectations from the NFL is that the Falcons are probably going to lose a first or second round pick next year, and the Birds are going to get a fine. That's what I'm hearing. There's nothing official yet.
I'm willing to bet that there is more truth in all of this than not, and that's probably why the Atlanta picked a quarterback where they picked, because they don't anticipate a first or second round over the next couple of years.
I don't get it though, because the Patriots were doing this shit. They would get hit with this every fucking year.
And it wouldn't be as, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did Arthur Blank do, who, to my knowledge, is an absolute wonderful human being?
So essentially what happened was there was direct off-season talks, like not just talks, like off-season recruiting from a senior staffer in Atlanta.
Like sit down at the table, let's talk business type deal.
Yeah.
So if I'm not going to have a first-round draft pick this year and a second-round draft pick the following year, I'm going to take a quarterback right now.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense into the move that they did instead of going edge rusher.
Yeah.
But you know what that also does? It also makes you fucking look guilty as shit.
Yeah, indubitably.
You know?
Yeah, but if you're whatever their GM's name is, you got to be like, all right, well, fuck. If I don't do this now and Kirk flames out like he has the last couple of years, I'm fucked because I don't have the ability to trade back up to get into the first round.
Well, according to Charles, he was going to freaking be available for him anyway because his wife's from Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
He's going to Atlanta the whole time. They effed themselves.
Yeah. I mean, that was a no-brainer.
But you still can't have somebody high up in your organization.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's what we were saying. You didn't have to do that.
No, not at all. That's why
you could have called Kirk just as he was about to ready
If
player
anything,
one
does this
sign
not
the contract.
seem really weird that Atlanta of all teams, it just feels like you guys were trying to.
Listen, losing makes you do crazy things.
And
At least they didn't try to hire what's his face,
Hashtag Mitchell Trubisky.
Belichick. Then it really would have looked weird.
Oh God, don't get me started on Bill Belichick because apparently
he's going to make his way back in here when the season comes back towards the end of the year. There's some crazy beach videos with him and the hairy chest. I'm like, the dude never wore anything but a fucking hoodie, and now this dude's got chest hair flowing, and he's on the beach with women, and hearts.
No, wants my pacemaker to go off so I can have a heart attack. I think that's what I'm trying to do every week.
No, this one might.
Throwing these shots. Listen, yes, we draft 2 not so great quarterbacks back to back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what that feels like.
Caleb Williams is our savior.
I hate to say this.
I
don't think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be anything but a third string backup quarterback in the NFL.
Period?
You don't think he can at least have a Carson Wentz year?
No, because here's the thing. He was on a team in the Big Ten way before he ever went there with probably some of the most mediocre talent. He went to a team that literally was loaded with stud wide receivers. He went to Washington. He couldn't have went to a better place. They had a top 5 offensive line, top 5 wide receivers. He had the best of the best when they were at their peak. Guaranteed Washington is not going to be like that for a long time. They lost their coach to freaking Alabama. I mean, they're nothing now. He had everything going for him. Yeah. He's lefty, and he has no height on his throws. He throws right over the top of defenders. He gets lots of balls tipped.
He's not like a big guy, right? He's like 6'2" or 6'3", something like that.
I don't think he's way smaller than Jaden Daniels.
Way smaller than Jaden Daniels. That's funny as shit.
Actually, he might be the same. Might be
If
the
you
same
guys
size.
don't get that joke, go back and watch our draft episode.
Oh no, it pops up every fucking episode because Charles brings it up every time.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
We didn't bring it up. We had to bring it up for you. Much
Yeah,
smaller,
I'm
much
just saying,
smaller.
just because the truth hurts doesn't mean I'm going to stop saying it. Goddamn.
Are we gonna get
Goddamn.
to see him up close and in person this year? I'm gonna have to wear them big heel boots to be able to be taller, so I don't look shorter than him.
I'm
That's
looking forward to
fucking
our
funny.
interviews at Lambeau Field this year.
Me too. I'm excited for this. I bought a new camera,
Did you?
so we have a 4K. We look like we look legit now.
God
So
kind of
no
camera did you buy?
more cell phone walking around. We got the real deal.
What kind of camera did you buy?
I'd like to
Just
talk to you about
Amazon
your
4K,
I'd like to talk
like
to you about your
30.
extended warranty.
Oh, so you didn't spend super crazy amounts on it?
like $400.
Oh, that's for 4K. That's fucking great.
Well,
Not sure what
you
to do with my
gotta.
hands.
The batteries don't last long.
Well, do you?
The car
Does
had
it
real
have your
good.
audio? I can talk to you about this offline.
No,
You
no,
don't
no.
have to-
I've got the yeah. It's got the audio, the outputs,
It's got
the
your
inputs.
audio inputs and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm gonna hook them up to
Fun fact:
the Bluetooth adapter.
if you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
Fuck you.
We're Patrick. Let's wrap this. Let's wrap this up with a game. With a good
this
old game
With this game, the craziest shit you can buy on Amazon.
for
You guys are gonna-
$39.
You guys are
What
you
was
guys
that?
are gonna guess the prices. All
It looked
right.
to be like a cat in a UFO type.
Well, wait
milk
until you
bowl.
get into it. Speaking of cats, let's go on the other spectrum of this. Let's go to dogs.
Oh.
This is a luxury dog bed for sale here. All
50
leather.
milli?
50 milli. This is Amazon. Everything on here is probably under 20,000, but 50
Oh,
milli.
God.
I'm gonna
No,
go
no.
with a good
Wait,
solid.
save your 20 milli for the other ones. There's way better ones on here than this.
I'm gonna go with
I'm looking to spend 22 on a shoe.
about 150.
And this is only 125 centimeter bed, so this is like a 3-foot.
Okay,
Dog bed.
479. Dog people are crazy. They spend crazy money.
150.
479. 479.
250.
All right. And
Actual
price
retail price.
is oh shit, it don't have it on here. It is. Wow, what the hell? I know that's the only one that I don't have. Anyway, retail price $1947.30. $1,947.30.
Holy
Absolute
shit.
Run that back.
insanity.
Run that back.
I would like to point out that I won. I was the closest without going over.
$1,940.30.
$2,000.
Yeah,
I
the
told
picture
you,
got
dog people are
cropped off
crazy,
on
bro.
here, but I can read it.
Yeah, dog people are crazy. It's like a $55 billion industry or something like that.
No.
It's tongue in cheek, but still.
Charles knows a little bit about art. This one really fucking blew my mind right here. This pixel art. This is a Japanese 3D printed artwork.
3D printed art.
Takashi Murakami Yusuke Hanai Backside Works.
So it takes $40 to deliver it between June 12th and 17th.
Well, to
So
my
that-
house. To my house, it costs $40. Yes. Like I said, my Amazon is lit right now.
I'm gonna go with 3,500.
3,500. Nice. Mike?
Let's see. Japanese Takashi. Oh, I'm trying to see if there's any like anime names on there. Fuck it. $5,000.
Okay, I'm going to go with 3,501. Patrick, 3,501. Patrick.
3,501.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I swear.
Okay,
If it is over that, I'm gonna be upset.
It's $9.99.
I was gonna go $1, but you went $5,000, so I'm like, eh.
Fuck it.
Hold on here. We got the original picture.
Okay. It's gonna be something stupid. Watch. I promise you, it's gonna be something stupid. The weight is killing me. I'm about to pee on myself. Do, 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 do,
Oh, what the hell?
do,
So
do,
apparently 2 of these didn't go on there.
do, 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 do,
You don't even want to know.
do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Right in the butt, Alex.
In the butt, Bob.
That's
Retail price is, you can't see it.
no.
It doesn't. It says $1,920.
Damn! I knew I should have went $1.
We all went over.
Yeah, well, we're all losers.
Well,
And this is
somebody told me that.
this is the one that Paul wanted specifically.
The pubes. Oh,
Would
That is a shit toilet mug.
$24.99.
It's a novelty mug, so just remember that novelty, not real gold.
Yep, $24.99.
$9.99.
$149.
49 retail price.
$19.99.
There you go. All right, Mike got it. All right.
Now you win the shit mug.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Tell Mike what he's won.
Don't worry, you still get to
Mug.
spin the wheel at the end. All right, yeah. Oh, all right.
To make Charles's point and be driven home even more, you could get the hoof shoes, the hoof boots, the hoof heels
And
to
it's
match this.
multicolor.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess $17.99.
I'm gonna go $14.99.
$34.99, Bob.
Retail price.
$17.99.
You go showing. You new boot goofing in your friggin' horseshoes.
I know what I'm getting fucking Chucky for Christmas.
Oh man!
All right.
There's
now
my extra $500.
this is one of my favorite ones. You can buy yourself the most annoying gifts in the world. This nonstop, unable to shut this fucking thing off. The comments are priceless in this thing. It's a yodeling pickle. It doesn't stop. It's annoying as shit. So you literally just like shake somebody's desk drawer and like throw it in there, and it just doesn't shut up. You can't shut it off.
My niece has one of these, and we kicked it into the pool.
Even
I'm
better.
gonna say $29.99.
Are they all the same price?
No, I think they're all different prices, but I think they're all pretty close.
Okay, I'm gonna. You said what'd you say? 49?
$29.99, Bob.
$29.99. Bob, I'm gonna go with a solid $34.99.
$1. $1, Bob. $1. $1. $1, Bob.
Yodeling
$1.
pickle.
$1.
$9.99, $19.99, or $12.99 if you want.
He gets a horse with a
version.
pickle.
You can see who's watching Price is Right during the mornings.
I do.
He gets a horse and a pickle.
Monday through Friday, and then I catch my stories afterwards. Big
Yeah.
Zig's getting his. Big
Young
Vic's
and
getting
restless.
his. Hell yeah.
This
Big
is my
Vic's getting
favorite
his.
one of all of them.
These are the
Right here.
pubes.
I'm kicking you guys'
No,
asses. on
not
the-
even. This is a fucking UFO detector.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for those
Yeah.
people who are out there who just have nothing better to do than to spend some money on a children's gift.
Yeah.
That looks like a sloppy $39.99.
Nice.
I'm gonna say $12.99, Bob.
Ooh. What'd you say, PR? What was that?
$34.99.
34.
Don't be a dickhole.
Don't be a dickhole.
$40. $40. I like
$40.
$40.
Retail price is
Jesus Christ.
Damn, yo.
$105. The one in the middle looks like the cheapest
Damn.
one of all of them too.
Damn. I just want to throw this out there. I'm winning by a lot.
I want to know who the dumb shit was that bought the $300 one and it's only got one comment and it's got 5 stars. Did he see aliens?
That thing cost $305?
Yeah.
I'm
Free
still
delivery
befuddled.
overnight even.
I don't know what's more ridiculous, that or the $20 million shoes.
22 milli. Yeah, that's what I'll be buying. Yeah.
And now the one that everybody's waiting for.
The pubes.
Never mind. This one doesn't get a price. This one just gives you the price because we already showed this one at the beginning of the show.
Invisible, realistic body hair
For
sexual
doll,
doll
for men and women, big chest hair. How can it be all these different things?
Mustache looks like that with the pointy.
My
all the-
favorite.
this-
Someone really didn't like the red one down at the bottom.
Arm?
It's got 3
You
star
probably
reviews.
have to,
I I guess they don't like
Probably
redheads.
have to shape them and stuff and cut them and trim them.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
for
That's
sure.
gross. That's
Arm-
But it
weird.
looks too real though. That's the scary
Oh
part.
no, it gets even worse.
Armpit hair?
The middle one looked like somebody just skinned a rat and just let it lay out.
Like the fact that people are out here buying fake pubes. Like,
I don't
why?
get it. I don't get it.
Where? How did we get here? In this, I got a joke while we wait.
Yeah.
What is the biggest pain in the world?
What?
Pain in your ass.
Japan.
Japan.
Oh, it gave me a thumbs down
It
emoji.
did give you a thumbs down emoji.
Why can't dogs have MRIs?
Why?
Because only CAT scans.
Just over here, just spitting straight facts.
Trying to find a funny one for Mike.
I got a joke. It's a little unpolitically correct, but this whole fucking show is. So there's
Always.
a mama duck, a mama skunk, a baby duck, and a baby skunk walking down the street. The two moms get hit by a car and killed. So the baby duck turns to the skunk and says, "What am I?" The skunk says, "That's easy. You're yellow, web feet, and you got a bill. You're a duck." So they walk a little ways. The skunk turns to the duck and he says, and this is, I've told this to PR. He says, "What am I?" And the duck says, "You're even easier than I am. You're half black, half white. You smell like shit. You must be a Puerto Rican."
Jesus. Oh boy.
Eat
Little
a
bit in the
bag
middle.
of dicks.
He's like, if you can't laugh at it, then you can't take it. Don't take a joke.
That's
Hey,
what she
I've,
said.
I've told you that joke before many, many times. Now, granted, we were probably drunk when I told you that joke.
I got a story joke.
Not funny. Okay. That's all right.
A
I thought
woman
it was-
brought her Saint Bernard to the vet. She said to the veterinarian, "I'm concerned that my dog is cross-eyed. And is there anything you could do for him, doctor? Will he be okay?" "Well, I'm not sure," said the vet. "Let's have a look at him." The vet picked up the dog and examined his eyes. Finally, he said, "I'm going to have to put him down." Stunned at the woman explained, "What? Why would you do that? Just because he's cross-eyed?" And the vet replied, "No, because he's really heavy."
Well, it's even worse. Like, that would make a kid cry, though. Make a kid cry.
My head hurts.
You ready for your eyes to hurt? This one's gonna
No.
break. This one's gonna break the internet.
Okay. Oh, what the hell?
These are real sex dolls you can buy off Amazon. I didn't even know this was a thing, and this all came from the other one that I
Wait,
googled with the.
This is fake?
Yeah, those are fake. I'm sure they're models, but yeah.
That's
Wow.
got to be a good 7,000. Maybe more. Maybe
I'll
10.
half that. 3,500.
I'm going to say 7.
Just wrap your head around
This
this.
is fucking weird.
Here's my thinking on this, right?
It's not good.
If you got 3,500 to 7,000 to spend on a fake doll, you probably got 3,500 to 7,000 to spend on a real
Oh, absolutely.
person.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I'm
Can we break down the one
like
part of this
250,
that's even worse than that?
250, 200,
These-
$250.
Okay, but here's the worst part. There is 78 reviews between these two, and they're all 5 stars. These are the most loneliest bastards on the
Yeah.
planet, is what I'm
So
thinking.
there's-
Yeah,
there's
they ain't no way
78
they're
lonely
spending
fuckers
35. Yeah. I'm just say 250, 250. I think it's gonna be
Actual
more around
retail
750.
price is
Yeah.
579. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still too much.
Oh, yeah.
still too much for
Yes.
fake love.
My wife is cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Free.
A cantaloupe and a watermelon is probably cheaper too, but these people are very desperate.
Hell, y'all
That's
are looking for that
crazy.
mail-in order bride at 3,500 to 7,000.
I already paid for my bride. She's
Yeah.
been
Mine too.
Yeah. I pay every time I don't take the trash out. I feel you.
I get it.
I kid, I
Swatted.
kid. I
That
kid.
is insane.
That's funny.
Yeah, we'll have to do an episode on the shit people buy.
I think we
Oh,
do.
there's even worse shit. You can go on Twitter and find like pages of people's complaints about stuff that they purchased, and then they
gonna
post
find
like the
stuff.
pictures and the reviews, and you can just read them off, and it's
I'm
ridiculous.
gonna go find some things and share it on the chat so we can get ready for the next time we talk about this. Because there's
Yeah.
the
That's
$20 million shoe. It's still throwing me off. Like I can't get past that.
After an hour and a half.
Those are the
Yeah.
things that Google and Bing gave me of craziest stuff people buy on the internet. Those aren't things that I found myself.
No,
Those are
I
the things
believe
that
it.
it told me were the top things. I was
Some of
like,
these people
what?
and their purchase orders list makes no sense to me.
Charles found one already.
Listen, I just asked the internet most expensive anal beads.
No.
Listen, I apologize, but I won't be able to continue discussing that topic. If you
Oh,
have any
gold?
other questions or need assistance, feel free to ask.
Somebody else.
Sorry, my man. I kind of thought I did. You're the internet, but
No, you can't ask Copilot, and you can't ask Bing anything. You have to change the verbiage.
that's too much right there. Well, thank God for Safe Search, which I clearly have on because I am a good person.
Are you though?
My Amazon don't have safe search anymore. It is shut down.
We all get it figured out eventually. Hey, cool! The ESPN Bet app. There's a QR code. If you want to
Great.
gamble right here, go ahead and just. I remember when gambling used to be no bueno.
Yeah, that's gone.
Now gambling appears to be very bueno.
God.
Muy bueno. Muy bueno.
Here's something that doesn't make any sense to me though. If we were sponsored by like a podcast episode, we had a podcast episode where we all talk sports, we all gave our takes and all this stuff, and we were affiliated with like a gambling website, we couldn't put our QR code in like the video, but we could put it at the bottom or in a promo.
Yeah.
But it would have to be on TV. It can't be on here. I don't understand that. And that's because it has something to do with your advertising, gambling or some shit. Not every state. It's all because of not every state, all these countries and all this other BS don't have legal gambling. It's really
Right.
frowned upon.
So I think when that door opens, we'll end up inviting a YouTube marketing specialist to the table to sit down and go.
We don't even have it in our state, so we shouldn't even be talking about it.
Well, I mean, we can send you to locations on where you can legally sports gamble. But there, we do have.
True.
Well, we do have casinos that allow it. You have to be on site to make that bet. So I mean, when we talk about it, that's generally where we're sending you. Although we are able to be viewed on a national and global network, so
It was
I
not
think it
a
would
very
be.
good day.
Yeah, I think it would be absolutely selfish of Wisconsin to think that we're only talking to them.
That's true.
We love cheese curds. But,
Except Jordan Love.
yeah, it's so weird. But that's what you get when you have someone who puts pineapple on pizza. You just get weird shit. Often.
Yeah. And if you
Like-
like pie.
Well, I was going to say, like, eating pie all year long. It's crazy.
Who does that?
Seriously.
Nonsense.
Normal human Americans
What's
eat
that?
pie and
Hold
eat
on,
pineapple
hold
on pizza.
Well, here's the thing. In Wisconsin, it used to be illegal if you didn't put American cheese on your apple pie.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Apparently, it's really good. People like it. There's a
Guess
lot
who's
of
not
weird
gonna
shit.
try it?
Same
Not
thing
I.
with
It's
tartar
the same
sauce and
motherfuckers
fish.
down in Texas now are doing like pickles and Dr. Pepper.
What? Wait, what? You
Why
put
would
pickles
you
in Dr.
desecrate
Pepper?
Dr. Pepper like that?
I don't know, but it's a trend where people are putting pickles in their Dr. Pepper. Yeah,
That's disgusting.
because Sonic has a pickle flavored Dr. Pepper, and people apparently love it.
You could sell anything. Charles would sell them ketchup popsicles to the people in white gloves.
During a snowstorm.
Do horseradish popsicles?
Yeah,
man.
I'm pretty good at it, too.
Yeah.
Horseradish in general is disgusting.
Yeah, I try not to be sober and puke often, so that's something
Yeah.
that I stay away from. We do have shots of sweetgrass. Oh,
God.
that'd be
Cool.
nice.
Do you have toilets or do I have to shit in a plant?
Oh, nice
hold
karma,
on.
guy,
I'm about to show you guys this crazy fucking cotton candy my wife found. And she loves it. It's
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You should. Well,
What the hell is
It's a
that?
little spicy.
it's chamoy, pickles, and cotton candy.
I mean, some people like salty, and
And
That's
then there's
not-
the pineapple and chamoy one.
that way feel better.
That's that. Look, if you guys don't know about Mexican culture, like
They
the
put
candy
chamoy
they
on
eat
everything.
is chamoy, tajin,
They got
lucas.
they got crickets covered in candy.
Oh, I've bought it at the gas station before. It's not. It's crazy.
I'm not doing it.
I love
Now,
yeah.
them mangoes and them watermelons and the elotes lollipops, those motherfuckers hit.
the elotes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul was talking about elotes,
And then just elotes in general, and then corn in the cup, like you gotta put
and
some
then
hot
the
Cheetos
corn in
on
the
it.
cup, and mangonadas and picadillies and all that stuff. But
Over
look
here
at
at
this.
Dutch Bros.
That shit's
I
disgusting.
can't hear you. Man.
Charles is like, I've tried it before. Charles is like, I'm good.
Pickle anything, it's just terrible.
Pickles.
Pickles
Most
on
people like
hamburgers
pickles.
are perfect.
What
but
just happened?
pickles on anything else
You
don't make
you
any
went
sense.
pixelated.
Pickles are gross.
Yeah, yeah,
Pickles are gross, according to your brother-in-law.
yeah.
She said she disowns you,
That's fine. My wife doesn't like me either.
but he
Yeah.
said that's fine. Maya doesn't like him either.
Yeah.
Pickle, what? They stink. They're ugly. They
That's like
stink.
people that eat fucking sauerkraut. Shit stinks like old
Bro,
people piss.
you're from Chicago where they put soup in a crust and call it a pizza. I don't want to hear nothing about your culinary
First
expertise.
of all, what the fuck are you talking about?
That nasty ass Chicago deep dish, god awful abomination of a pizza.
First of all,
All right. Next, we're gonna be down once the NBA Finals is gonna be pretty much the only thing in baseball we got to talk about. We are gonna definitely have to do a food review one.
you
Worst
take
foods.
that shit back.
I
He's
will
gonna have a heart
never
attack here.
ever take it back.
Deep dish
Chicago
pizza.
pizza is an abomination to the good name of pizza.
Yeah, but don't you put pineapple on pizza?
That's an abomination.
No, that's
Here's the
is
thing: you can buy
hand-blessed
that anywhere, though.
Jesus.
Is it really an abomination if everybody sells it?
What?
Exactly. Pineapples on pizza.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can
make-
only get
You can buy
Chicago
pubes
pizza
on
in
Amazon. It doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Just
not every-
because you can buy a fucking pineapple pizza doesn't mean you should.
Here's the thing: why?
Yeah,
if
we're
it is,
arguing
if it is
semantics at
served-
this point.
I love pineapple. A pineapple. Give me a pineapple and ham pizza.
Yes,
That
sir.
shit's good. That what that does is balances out the acid, so your stomach doesn't go.
Or
Yeah, I bet you eat hot dogs like this.
Of course. How else would you eat them? you eat them sideways?
that's all right. Paul eats them with his butt.
Oh man.
Oh, listen, there's nothing saying about pineapples on a pizza. Nothing about that seems
No.
normal.
You might as well put ketchup on macaroni.
People do that too.
I put
I've
barbecue
seen people
sauce on macaroni and cheese.
That's different.
Yeah, you
What's
eat
the other
pies
one?
all year round.
What's the
Nothing you
peanut
say
butter?
surprises me anymore.
There's a peanut butter, banana, and mayonnaise or something sandwich too. Or
Wait,
something.
Charles stays trying to piss people off on this.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I don't listen to communists when it comes to being free to have your own
It's-
food choice.
Pepperoni and cheese only.
Here's the thing. He was eating fish sandwiches with cheese on them. That's
Oh, I
an
do that.
abomination.
McDonald's fish sandwich with cheese is perfect.
Yeah.
That's
When
an
you get the whole
abomination.
slice
you
of
don't put
cheese.
cheese on top
Yeah.
of fish.
Yeah, I put cheese on my fish sandwich.
And the thing
No,
is,
for-
here's the thing:
McDonald's
McDonald's
filet
is the
of fish?
only one that's ever done that.
I put
Your
cheese on
filet of
everything.
fish with cheese is
You
perfect.
need
Yeah.
to try the Popeyes fish sandwich. That
put-
slaps.
Yeah, I treat
knows.
cheese like Frank Frank's. I put that shit on everything.
I put it in my eggs.
Yeah.
I put it
Everybody
on-
puts everybody
Eggs.
puts cheese in America on
Oh,
everything.
baked-
That's
I'm
the thing.
serious. I'm
potatoes.
My
yeah.
egg can't choose
mashed
lactose.
potatoes.
I'm easily 60, 70 pounds of cheese a year. Easily.
The funny thing is, everybody
Being
wants.
wrong.
You should look that up. That's probably a
Ooh,
good
which
fun
one do we
fact.
get, Baby Bell. I
What's
want a
that?
Baby Bell now. They're talking about cheese.
How much cheese the average person eats in a year?
46 pounds.
It's got to be more than that.
No.
I've easily put down a pound by myself in a sitting.
It might be less, actually. It's 44 to 46.
Well, let's
yeah.
break those numbers down. Let's make them even higher.
Oh,
We
that's
should
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
cheese off.
In Wisconsin,
in
in Wisconsin, it's closer to 50. But
Well, probably.
Yeah, I mean, this week, I've eaten two packs of cheese curds, like not deep
exactly.
fried, just straight from the
eight
fridge.
ounces a piece. That's a
my
pound of cheese.
God.
Nom, nom, nom,
We have
nom,
this
nom,
theater
nom,
down
nom.
here called the Flicks Brew House
Yeah.
that does these cheese curds, bro. You can
Yeah.
eat them like popcorn. They're fucking phenomenal. They're expensive as shit. They're like $9 for like 12 pieces of cheese curds. But
Well,
they're
Charles, that was
so good.
2022. They're going to be coming out with a new one this year.
Yeah.
Think it's going up?
No.
You don't think it's going up over 40 pounds?
No.
It was 40.14 the last time they did a census on it.
Yeah. No. And I promise, I'm closer to 60. And if you
So-
throw butter in that bitch,
oh my God.
But that's the thing. It should be all dairy products. Then you're talking about milk and all that. You're
which,
talking
by the way,
about
it is
easily a ton.
dairy
Yogurt,
month.
yeah.
It is dairy month. So shout out to all the dairy farmers out there, just doing wonderful things, continuing. Just all the farmers in general. We've had a few on the show. We've had a few conversations with farmers, but June, among many other things, is Dairy Appreciation Month, PTSD Awareness Month. There's also a handful of other things going on. If you're curious, go ahead and look them up. Something will pop up eventually. Does anybody else have anything they would like to bring to the table?
I love you more.
Oh my God. I'll be in and out with you guys. You know, we've talked about this personally. I've got a journey of my own to go on, but I think I'm gonna start making more appearances back as much as I can where I have time and coming back on. I miss the dynamic of doing this on Sunday nights and laughing at either me being stupid or somebody else being stupid, because it gives me a break from having to engage my intelligent part of my brain, and I can just be the Neanderthal that I was meant to be on the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it's great to have you back. I mean,
Always.
indubitably.
Let freedom ring.
Patrick?
Well, I'm good.
No. But as always, to
I love you
all
more.
of our listeners out there, all of our comments, likes, clicks, subscribes, we appreciate you. We see you, we hear you. We have giveaways coming up soon. The last couple of giveaways, y'all were slackers. A bunch of fucking Marty McFlys out there. Seriously, it's not that hard to comment on these sons of bitchin' things. We want the cake, right? Or whatever it is we're giving away. When we piss you off, you comment pretty emphatically. So we're hoping for the same energy for our upcoming giveaways. But like we had just previously mentioned, between May, these beginning months, you know, there's an awareness for everything, right? But here at the show, we just like to be aware of you and you as the person. We appreciate you. The world's a much better place with you in it. We love you more.